Today I am testing out the Beauty Pie Awesome Bronze Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream. Now this is highly rated on the Beauty Pie website and it may seem similar to a certain bougie bronzing cream. It doesn't have a scent like bougie bronzing cream. A lot of people are swapping their Chanel Soleil cream bronzer for this one. So if you want to see me wear this and compare to other bronzers, then just keep on watching. So it does have a lot of similarities to the Chanel bronzer. I don't own that one, but I did go in store and swatch it so I could compare. Here's what this bronzer looks like. This is in this shade Goldilocks, which is described as a cool-toned light bronzer. There are 4 shades in Beauty Pie's collection, 3 in Chanel's. The typical price of this, if you are not a member of Beauty Pie, is £40 or $50. The Chanel one is £48 or $60. However, if you are a member of Beauty Pie, this one is only going to set you back £16.50 or $22. So there's a saving there if this does compare, and it has a 4.7 star rating on the website. So without further ado, I'm going to swatch it. It is very creamy, and there's how this shade is looking. So right off the bat, I noticed the Chanel one had a slight shimmer to it. This one does not. So depending on your preference around shimmery bronzers, that might inform your purchasing choice. It's not a matte finish. I'd say it's kind of a natural skin-like finish. They do have some similar ingredients. They both do contain dimethicone, although I think dimethicone is the top ingredient in the Chanel one. Comes further down the list in Beauty Pie. They both contain plant oils and synthetic waxes too. So they're the same kind of type of product. I've never actually tried a cream bronzer before. Seems to blend into the skin seamlessly. The newest thing I've tried is the Huda Beauty Tantour, which is I should swatch these together. I have this one in the shade Fair. So I'll do I'll do a different hand this time. I'm making a mess. So we have, okay, interesting. We have Goldilocks from Beauty Pie here and the Tantour in Fair from Huda there. Huda you're meant to be able to contour or bronze with, so it's kind of like a multi-use product. And again, they both have very similar textures. The Huda one seems to be more pigmented there, and that Fair shade is much deeper than the Goldilocks. Let me grab a tissue. Interestingly, the Huda one is the most expensive of the bunch because although they come in the same kind of round pan, as you can see, the Beauty Pie one is huge. This contains 30 grams and the Huda only contains 11 grams. Now, this one costs £31 or $30. So gram for gram, this is way more expensive than Chanel. I did kind of like this product. You need to be careful with it. It packs a lot of pigment. I will link the video where I review this one below. Let's see what Beauty Pie have to say about this product. They do also have a powder bronzer, which I haven't tried. I've never tried a cream bronzer before other than that Tantour kind of hybrid product. As I said, this has a 4.7 star rating on the website from over 300 reviews. It's made in Italy. A dreamy, creamy bronzer for an instant touch of sun-kissed colour. This sold out last year and they're going to have it in stock seasonally. So if it's sold out this year, it should be back next summer. They're going to keep this just for the warmer months where we all want to bronze. They do actually describe this as the perfect soft matte cream bronzer, which melts effortlessly into the skin to deliver the warmth of a bronzer with the comfort of a cream. I'm excited. Easy to blend, it's pretty much mistake proof, that sounds good. 4 shades deluxe from the best lab in Italy, and it claims to be suitable for everyone, which is especially great in summer when skin is prone to oiliness. So we have 4 shades. So Sunburst is the deepest shade. It's described as a neutral tone deep bronze. We have Sunny Side, which is described as a warm toned fair bronze. Goldilocks, which is a cool toned light bronze. And Soleil All Day, which is a neutral tone medium bronze. So I do have cool tones, so I went for Goldilocks. It's vegan, clean, cruelty-free, fragrance-free. Interesting, it describes in the highlights have been dewy. Is it dewy or is it matte? We'll find out when we put it on my face. Effortlessly buildable, impossible to overdo. Best for a naturally sun-kissed look. Boost an outdoorsy glow. Skin nourishing and hydrating ingredients applied to the cheekbones, forehead, bridge of the nose and temples with a concentrate of maracuja oil to soften and nourish. We are advised to dab onto our face or wherever we naturally catch the sun. People are saying they've tried matte bronze for years but switched to this cream. It gives a lovely sun-kissed look. Natural, beautiful glow, non-greasy. People are saying it's really natural. They like the shade. 12 out of 10. Prefer it to Le Beige. Luminous. Let's get into it. I don't have, Beauty Pie have made a double-ended brush with a flat top like this and then a thinner one on the bottom. I didn't have that. You can buy the Beauty Pie brush in the set with the bronzer. You only save a small amount of money, but I'm going to go with my brush. So I'll just pick up a little bit of product. And then where did it say? Temples, cheekbones, forehead. It is extremely blendable. Temples, cheekbones, the same wherever the sun naturally hits. So I'm not, oh, it's beautiful. Bridge of the nose and chin. And they say it's buildable, so I will try and build it. So I'm not trying to contour with this product. Just give a nice bronze. It's looking nice. I'm just going to check in my mirror. I think I could overdo this, you know. At the moment, it is looking quite dewy to me, very natural. I'm going to add more just because they say it is buildable. I may end up looking like an Oompa Loompa, but I want to test this out for you. So I'm going to whack it all on, then I'm going to blend. I think this would last an incredibly long time. Looking a little bit muddy at the moment, but really, really easy to blend. And I do think this would be hard to overdo. I am seeing a dewy finish. How about you? I love this product. I love how effortless it is. I'm not going to build up any more because I think it could start to look a bit waxy on my forehead, but blends into the skin like a dream. This Goldilocks shade is very, very subtle. I see a subtle bronzing effect. I don't think it's translating as well on camera, but in my mirror, I do look nicely bronzed. So I will just finish off with some Beauty Pie blush. Everything on my face so far is Beauty Pie. I'll link everything I used below with the exception of the mascara because Beauty Pie don't yet make a brown tubing mascara. I pretty much exclusively wear tubing mascaras and I love a brown one for summer warm days. So I've used the Clinique Lash Power Mascara in the shade Dark Chocolate, but I did use a Beauty Pie Lash Primer. So almost exclusively Beauty Pie today. I'll link everything below. I'm using their blush in the shade Universal Pink just to pop the cheeks. In fact, I'm going to use that same brush to blend in the blusher to give an even more seamless look. Those two cream products work really well together. Oh yeah, that blush I think has really enhanced the look, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the Beauty Pie Uber Lucent Warm Powder Wonder to set everything in because it's going to be really warm today. After this, it would be a really good time actually to use the new Beauty Pie setting spray that they've come out with, but I don't have that yet. Has anyone tried it? Fab reviews for that too. Please let me know in the comments. That's next on my list. Here is the finished look. What do you think? I think I'm converted from my powder bronzers. So I'm going to link a video below where I use the Huda Glowish bronzer and I compare that to some of my favourite powder bronzers. My favourite powder bronzer of all time is the Physicians Formula bronzer. That's in the bronzer shade. We also love the Guerlain Iconic. That's in the lightest shade 00, and I'm going to compare those shades to this cream. However, I think the cream bronzer just looks so much more natural. Just don't know if I'm ever going to go back to powder bronzers again. So there's Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, £16, which is the same price as this if you are a member. There is the Iconic Guerlain, which is £47. And then there we have the Beauty Pie at 16. I think I'm a cream bronzer convert, everyone, because it's just so natural. It doesn't make your skin look powdery. Really happy with that so far. I'll come back later to let you know how it wears, but I'm going to finish off, of course, with the Beauty Pie Iconic Summer Perfume Le Smash Santal. I will link the video where I review this below. Spoiler alert. It is stunning. So I'm going to go out and enjoy the sun, get some lunch, and I will come back later to let you know how this bronzer wears. But here's how I'm looking right now. See you in the future. I am back to check in I've had this makeup on for around 5 hours, and instantly I'm noticing some fading of this bronzer, and I'm guessing that's where the trade-off comes from cream versus powder bronzers. We know that powders generally last longer. My cream blush has faded too. I've been out for lunch. I've been enjoying a lovely afternoon in the sun, and I'm not looking as bronze as I was earlier. I did use the Beauty Pie SPF 50 Primer Sunscreen and the Beauty Pie Everyday Great Skin Foundation. And I set with the powder, and it's still faded. The cream products have both faded a lot. The only thing I've touched up is the Shine Up Lip Balm from Beauty Pie in the shade Love, Love, Love. So I did love, love, love this. I don't love, love, love the longevity. Again, maybe you could use this in conjunction with a powder bronzer if you wanted a really long lasting bronze. So although I loved the initial application, it doesn't have massive staying power, which is maybe not a surprise for a cream product. So I was very enthusiastic at first, but I feel like that has really melted into my skin. I will be back in a couple of hours for my final check-in of the day. I have now been wearing this bronzer and this makeup for around 9 hours. Again, I've just refreshed my lip balm. For the camera, it's looking pretty ropey, and sidebar, I've noticed some of my mascara has transferred. I made a point of saying I only wear tubing mascaras because they generally don't transfer on me. So the only thing I can think I did differently that I don't always usually do was use the Beauty Pie Pure Ceramides eye serum before putting my makeup on. I think it might have just been too many layers. I do really love this eye serum. It has cooling metal beads, but maybe with that, the primer, the foundation, the eye brightener, it was all too much. Staying power, as you heard, wasn't great. So I can tell you I like this product. I don't love this product. Because of the longevity, it's not great, but is that fair? It's a cream product. Heard mixed reviews on the Chanel bronzer in terms of wear. Some people said it didn't move. Some people said they get about 4 hours of it, and they'd use the Urban Decay All-Nighter to extend the wear time to about 6 hours. So I'm going to try this tomorrow. I'll use exactly the same complexion products, but the setting spray, and let you know how I get on. But now we'll see if we can reapply. We'll just have some fun. It's the end of the day. Again, I wouldn't usually reapply over powder, but that actually seems to be working well. I did find this colour to be quite subtle on me, so if I were to repurchase, I might buy the Soleil All Day shade next time, which looked a bit deeper. I'm going to go again just to see how many layers we can do. Looking a little bit crazy. Let's see how it looks in real life. Yeah, that's kind of the desired level of bronze I kind of get when I pack it on there. But again, I think it's just starting to get a bit thick, so I might go with a more pigmented shade if I were to purchase again. And like I said, putting on a powder bronzer on top would definitely increase the longevity, but then you'd get that kind of, the payoff would be you'd get a more powdery look versus that kind of one with the skin look that we get from cream products. So I'm going to go in over top with the glowish bronzer from Huda Beauty. I will link my review of products from the glowish range. So that's building up nicely. Again, it has taken away a bit of that dewiness. Again, I'll go in with a well-loved Hourglass Ambient Light Bronzer. Again, the glowish was in the shade number 1 Light, and this ambient bronzer is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light, just to see where we are able to take this. Yeah, so whoa, that's bronze. I will say this cream faded evenly and didn't go on patchy, so even though I didn't like how quickly it faded, whoa, it faded evenly. So we can intensify the bronze, of course, by adding on a powder bronzer on top. They build really nicely. It again takes away a bit of that gorgeous juicy finish. I'll see if I can take down that powderiness with some setting spray. This is the Ultra Glow, since we're all about glowing in the summer. Yeah, that's nice. Really nice. So it is an option to build on top with a powder bronze to get that staying power. I need to wash all this off because I look crazy. What I'm going to do, I will, as I said, keep all my complexion products the same tomorrow, but just add on the setting spray over top and see if that increases longevity. See you in the future. It's the end of another day. I am back to update you and share my final thoughts on this cream bronzer. So, I've had the bronzer on, getting on for 12 hours at this point, and it has kind of faded evenly throughout the day. So today I used the all-nighter Ultra Glow setting spray. I do think it gave me some more longevity, but I didn't spend as much time out in the sun today. Basically, this bronzer on my oily combo skin, I must say that dry skin peeps might not eat this makeup as quickly, but at the end of the day, it's a cream product. So for me personally, with my skin type, no matter what kind of makeup I've used, I've seen a steady fading over the first several hours of wear, which is kind of standard for cream products. For me, as I've said, you could get more longevity by layering this underneath a powder bronze. It does work nicely under a powder bronzer. However, you're going to lose some of that real skin finish. So I guess it depends on the event, the occasion you're wearing this bronzer to, how long you need it to last, might determine if you choose to layer it or not. So my final thoughts, again, I might, if I were to buy this again, which I think I would buy this again, I really like the product. If it had better longevity, I would love this product. It looks beautiful. I might go for that deeper Soleil All Day shade next time to get that depth of bronze without having to build up multiple layers. It's really nice, really subtle on my fair light skin in this Goldilocks shade. I feel I get a natural sun-kissed look. Again, doesn't last all day on me, but cream products rarely do. So for me, this is a very good product. It's not a great holy grail product. It hasn't changed my life, but it's really nice. It looks beautiful. It performs well for a cream, and I think this 30-gram pot will last me for a really long time. At the members price $16.50, I think it's a really good buy. So now I want to hear from you. Have you tried this product? Do you have a different skin tone and or type to me? I would especially love to hear your thoughts in the comments if that's the case. Have you tried it? If so, what did you think? If not, will you be purchasing after this video? I will link the products below and I will catch you in the next one.